Hey, Washington Commanders fan. Today you'll get the scoop on an unexpected move that heats up the competition for a spot on the roster. If you believe the secret to success is in the details and want to see how every piece can make a difference, be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and comment which part of the team makes you most confident for this season. General Manager Adam Peters made it clear that protecting our quarterback Jaden Daniels was the top priority this cycle. Knowing the importance of keeping the sensational rookie protected, the Commanders' front office spared no effort. They invested in big names through trades, sought reinforcements in the draft, but didn't stop there. Even with a more solid offensive line, Peters remains attentive to the market, betting on internal competition as the engine to elevate the team's standard. And it was right after the rookie minicamp that the news came. Among the many veterans seeking a second chance during the trials, Tyer Phillips stood out and secured a contract with the Washington Commanders. For many, it was an off-radar choice since Phillips didn't come with star status and had few offensive snaps last season with the New York Giants. Still, the staff's confidence in giving this opportunity reinforces that no one has a guaranteed place here. Only those who truly prove themselves on the field and in the locker room stay. With a career marked by highs and lows, Phillips was originally a third-round pick and had his best moment in the NFL with the Giants, despite not being a key player in 2024. It's worth remembering that there is a factor at play. He has previously worked with our offensive line coach, Bobby Johnson, in New York. This familiarity could be a plus in the transition, easing adaptation, concept absorption, and increasing competitiveness in practice, especially in a position so demanding by the coaching staff. The battle in the trenches has never been more intense for the Commanders. With Laramie Tunsil alongside rookie Josh Connerly, and also Andrew Wiley and Brandon Coleman as rotation pieces, the scenario for Tyer Phillips to find his place isn't simple. Coleman himself might be shifted inside, opening an opportunity, but Phillips still needs to show more than ever. No spot is guaranteed. He might join the practice squad, he could surprise and make the 53-man roster, or serve as valuable insurance should injuries arise during the season. As a fan, I see this bet as a classic low-risk, high-reward move, meaning low risk with the potential for a big payoff if Phillips, at little cost, becomes a reliable piece in an already talented offensive line. It's not easy to break into a consolidated group, but an injury or a strong performance burst in practice can change everything. And the NFL is full of examples of overlooked players who turned things around when given a second chance. Looking at the history, the Commanders' ability to turn bets into successes seems greater with each passing season. The spirit of renewal is strong in Washington. The rookie minicamp has already energized the team from within, and as a reflection of the new management style with Adam Peters and Dan Quinn, new changes have shaken up the lineup. No empty promises here. Those who show results truly earn their place. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, comment if you enjoy this competition for spots, and follow along with me because every detail can influence the future of our season. Right after the opening of minicamp to the press, there was a piece of news that caught attention. Two invited players, offensive tackle Anim Dankwa and safety Trey Rucker, were released. At the same time, the Commanders announced the signing of Tyer Phillips, an offensive tackle who was in the testing phase. This makes it clear that opportunities exist for those who seize them well and reinforces the notion that no place is guaranteed. I'm excited because this shows a different standard from the team's recent past, much more dynamic with a real pursuit of quality. The case of Anim Dankwa is a good example of this. Despite having a certain level of experience, signing with the Commanders' practice squad last season and coming from the Eagles, he couldn't secure his position despite his college background at Howard. Meanwhile, Rucker, with 6 years of collegiate football experience, accumulating interceptions and tackles, also didn't manage to prove he was above competitors already tested or coming from the draft. As a fan, I understand it's tough to see athletes battle without guarantees, but I hope both find opportunities with other teams. For Tyer Phillips, the story might be starting to take a new turn. He didn't arrive surrounded by expectations, but having had a consistent stint with the Baltimore Ravens, Giants, and Eagles, he was ready for any opportunity to show what he's made of. Just moving from a tryout player to being officially signed already proves that the coaching staff is attentive, ready to value performance over the status of a rival. And if he maintains this competitive edge until the OTA period, the battle for spots in the trenches will be one of the most exciting on the roster. Coach Dan Quinn and General Manager Adam Peters insist on this narrative. The best players play, regardless of salary, draft status, or past history. This is inspiring to me and many fans because it creates a meritocratic environment that can surprise and even reveal players ready to grow along with the team. This was evident over the weekend, making each practice a true trial by fire for those aiming to be part of the final 53. Arriving at his fourth NFL team since leaving Mississippi State, Tyer Phillips has already demonstrated resilience, appearing in games every year since the draft. Now, surrounded by competition, he has another chance to establish his career on a team ready to surprise this season. Now we have an analysis about a silent but highly promising turnaround occurring this offseason. If you follow every detail of the Washington movements, you can't miss what's behind the rise of Krosky Merritt, the rookie running back selected in the 7th round, who's already shaking up our depth chart. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment if you believe the rookies have real potential to surprise this season. Pay attention to every paragraph. We might be witnessing the emergence of a new fan favorite in DC. Right from the start, the rookie minicamp posed an important challenge for all first-year players. They finally experienced the demands of professional football, with every detail under scrutiny. While many players aimed merely to adapt, a few managed to stand out immediately. What caught the most attention was Krosky Merritt's performance, which is being mentioned in all training reports. This excited me as a fan, considering it's not every day you see a last-round rookie disrupting such a competitive position like running back. Offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury had already mentioned seeking players with an aggressive, athletic profile that fits into a dynamic system, and Krosky Merritt showed himself to be exactly that. He lacked a continuous college experience due to eligibility issues, which hindered his projection before the draft, but it's clear the management bet on potential and surprise. In just the few days of minicamp, he demonstrated explosiveness, excellent block reading, and caught attention for his improved receiving abilities, something increasingly desired in the modern NFL. If Krosky Merritt keeps up this pace, it wouldn't be surprising to see him quickly rising through the backfield hierarchy. Last season had already shown how dependent our ground attack was on Jaden Daniels' plays, especially in the final phases and postseason. Every fan noticed the risk this posed during games. Besides exposing our main QB, it created a reliance difficult to sustain long-term. Therefore, finding a running back to take on part of this prominence could be vital for the team's success. Considering the current group, Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler remain the primary options. And management also decided to keep Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez, who delivered good performances when called upon in 2024. Still, everyone is contracted until 2026, which theoretically closes the door for a rookie. However, Krosky Merritt's performance shows that no one is secure, and if he continues to impress, he could enter the rotation much sooner than planned, changing the whole configuration of the running back group in the medium term. Behind the scenes indicate that the Commanders were genuinely impressed with Krosky Merritt during pre-draft tests, already anticipating they had a hidden gem in their hands. For many analysts, the wisest plan is to gradually integrate him as the season progresses, avoiding undue pressure from the start. However, knowing the team's tradition of giving opportunities to those who earn it, it wouldn't be surprising if he became a key player and even grabbed valuable snaps in important games. So, fan, are we witnessing the rise of the next great running back for the Commanders? Or is this just a preseason illusion? Share your opinion, subscribe to stay always updated about roster changes, and share the video so more fans can join the debate. Every practice can define the team's future, and Krosky Merritt's impact might be much greater than anyone expected. Let's follow this journey together. Hey, Washington Commanders fan, today you'll get the scoop on an unexpected move that heats up the competition for a spot on the roster. If you believe the secret to success is in the details and want to see how every piece can make a difference, be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and comment which part of the team makes you most confident for this season. General Manager Adam Peters made it clear that protecting our quarterback Jaden Daniels was the top priority this cycle. Knowing the importance of keeping the sensational rookie protected, the Commanders' front office spared no effort. They invested in big names through trades, sought reinforcements in the draft, but didn't stop there. Even with a more solid offensive line,